ICE raids ramp up across the country, California is taking measures to alert students of the agency's presence on campuses.
As the government shutdown comes to a close, citizens are wondering when SNAP benefits and travel will return to normal. CSUF News starts now.
Welcome to CSUF News, a student production at California State University, Fullerton. I'm Andrea Monroy.
And I'm Derek Shirola. Immigration and customs enforcement raids have been taking place all over the country. California is taking measures to help communities statewide by enacting new legislation into university campuses. In September, Governor Gavin Newsom signed into law Senate Bill 98. This bill requires that educational institutions warn students when ICE agents are on campus grounds. This applies to both K-12 and post-secondary institutions like Cal State Fullerton. The bill also includes Assembly Bill 49, known as the California Safe Haven Schools Act. It strengthens these protections by barring immigration agents from entering any non-public area of a school without a judicial warrant.
As for the kinds of resources that Cal State Fullerton has to offer regarding ICE enforcement, Lucas Cadigan-Carranza has more.
The U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, is constantly in the news. To alleviate concerns, Cal State Fullerton has resources available. And these two titans don't feel worried for their own safety on campus.
Personally, myself, I'm an international student, so I get to some degree I need to concern, but I feel like I'm in a very safe environment here at Cal State Fullerton, so yeah, I'm not that concerned.
Me personally, no. I mean, I was born here, so I have citizenship, so I feel like I'm okay.
CSUF has created what appears to be a safe space, yet the number of students who evaded the topic and the faculty members who refused to comment tell a completely different story. All across the country, communities are canceling cultural events due to fears of immigration raids. According to the LA Times, one close to home was Long Beach's annual Dia de los Muertos parade. The threat is no joke, so students should be vigilant and aware of their rights as well as the resources available to them. Resources such as the red Know Your Rights card or Cal State Fullerton's own ICE protocol, among other resources. CSUF established a protocol to follow should a federal immigration officer approach anyone on campus. The protocol calls for the individual to remain calm, ask the officer for their information, state that they do not have the authority to respond to the request, direct the officer to proper officials, and finally, report the incident. This protocol, alongside other resources, can be found on the college's community resource page. These resources are available for everyone, regardless of residency status. Lucas Cadigan-Carranza, CSUF News.
And out in the news, while the government shutdown may be over, the effects of it were still felt by many, including Cal State Fullerton students. The SNAP program was directly affected by the shutdown, with many Americans unable to receive their benefits, including CSUF students who rely in part on the university's food pantry. This has led to the ASI food pantry having to introduce new hours and increase the number of appointments it holds. Additionally, the recently finished government shutdown is still affecting airports, with there being a shortage of air traffic controllers at airports.
The death of Charlie Kirk has sparked a new debate about whether or not it's safe to express controversial or opposing political views. Caitlin Nelson has more.
The sudden and tragic death of Charlie Kirk has shocked the nation, raising concerns about the safety of free speech on college campuses. Kirk's death, nationally seen as politically motivated, has sparked a new debate about whether expressing controversial or opposing ideals has become too dangerous while on campus.
A lot of this rhetoric of you're fascists, you're bigoted, you're hateful, and we're like, no, we're not. We're just trying to have a conversation, and then we get completely ignored. It does more harm to us than good. And we really want students to know, like, hey, we want to have a conversation, and you're going to realize we have a lot of things in common. We just have different views on how to get to our final goals.
Students are either politically active, debating online about the death of Kirk, or keeping their political beliefs to themselves out of fear.
I know like some people are like kind of like afraid to speak and like afraid to talk to people, but I've noticed a lot more people kind of like being vocal and like sharing their opinions. And kind of just like not allowing like just one ideology to take over. And I think that's really important and really cool.
According to NBC News, at least 36 professors, teachers, and school faculty members have been released from their jobs due to their political criticism and expressions of amusement over Kirk's death.
Faculty have a right and a responsibility to express their views and opinions. Faculty also have a responsibility to be there for all of their students and to sort of have a commitment and a dedication to helping the learning of everyone.
Both parties are using their backlash as motivation to spread their message, showing that although their First Amendment is under fire, they are not backing down. In Fullerton, Caitlin Nelson, CSUF News.
Many students worry about the hidden dangers in the parking structures, including a rise in hit and runs. Eduardo Ruiz has more.
Broken bumpers, broken taillights, and a mess left behind. For months, Cal State Fullerton students have gone to social media to share hit-and-run incidents that happen in the parking structures.
At the beginning and end of every semester usually is when it is the highest, particularly in the fall when we have new students coming onto campus. But realistically, the trends are the first couple of weeks of each semester.
My friend got sideswiped the other day, and it's just like, I wasn't even surprised, honestly, because it's like, people here just really cannot drive.
After a look around inside of the parking structure, I was only able to see the cameras at the entrance and the exit, as there's one right behind me.
That's like insane. I feel like they should put cameras, honestly, like not even just the outside. Like that's so weird. I feel like they should put it like at least in the middle of like rows. Like only the exits and entrances honestly doesn't even make sense.
It bugs me. That really bugs me because like you don't know, you don't see what goes on inside the parking structure. You just see people coming in and out.
The campus police crime log lists several cases as assisted. Sergeant Brown explains.
Traffic offense is a civil issue. A lot of owners of the property for the vehicles, they opt not for a police report or a traffic collision report. So in that case, since there is no report taken, we've assisted the citizen with information or an information exchange, and that's just the disposition code that we use within our CAD system to notate the end of the call.
Sergeant Brown shares tips on how to prevent hit and runs.
First of all, slow down. Don't back up your car unless you know what's directly behind you. Don't pull into a parking spot unless you have clearance. And then if you're involved in this situation, unfortunately, we want to make sure that you're reporting the incident.
At least 60 cases have been reported to campus police, but those are only a few that have been reported. Eduardo Reese, CSUF News.
Coming up next, we have Caitlin Nelson with our latest news and entertainment.
Also, after the break, we'll take a closer look at online learning and how Disney is helping college students pay for tuition.
Observe a domesticated human family in their natural habitat, known to their species as the backyard.
Hey, you think I should light it now?
I think it's good.
Yeah?
Oh dear, someone is about to burn a pile of debris that's too tall, which can start a wildfire. Wait, could it be? Blimey, it is.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey Bear. What a legend.
Hey, it's Smokey. Sorry, it was too high. Right.
Watch as he astutely ensures that there's no wind, and how he removes some of the debris to create a smaller, safer burning pile.
No, you said make it bigger, baby. The bigger the better.
Take note of our fearless furry friend here, humans.
I appreciate it. Fist bump.
Watching you.
Smokey's done it again.
Bye, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to the CSUF News.
CSUF students and professors shared their experience with the increase of online learning. Sasha Paitel will tell us more.
For many college students, the classroom is now a screen. As online courses become more available, students struggle to stay engaged and motivated.
I take online courses a little bit more just because it's easier to pass the class. And I think I'm definitely more engaged when the classes are in person just because of the human interaction.
While many CSUF students find online classes convenient, others say it's hard to stay focused and avoid procrastination.
Online classes, I need to be a little bit more determined and efficient with my time rather than in class. That forces me to actively participate and ask questions there.
A study from the National Library of Medicine found that students are more satisfied with digital learning. It has also been reported students' motivation has declined.
I procrastinate a little bit more because I prioritize my in-person classes more than my online because I feel like I could do those on my own time.
Professors notice the same pattern. Many say students struggle with time management and often miss deadlines.
And I do have a couple of students now that will say, can I have extra time, an extra day? I didn't get to it. He says, you had a whole week to do it.
To help students stay on track, Cal State Fullerton is working to make online classes more engaging. The Faculty Development Center recently launched a training program to help professors design more interactive and accessible courses, especially for asynchronous learning. As technology evolves, so does education. Students and professors agree finding the right balance is key to making online learning work. I'm Sasha Pytel, reporting from Cal State Fullerton with CSUF News.
With Disneyland being just 15 minutes down the road, CSUF students can use it to their advantage. For more, we will go over to Joseph Bianchini.
Getting a degree in 2025 is an expensive task. Students are always scrambling for different ways to pay for their tuition, among other costs. For Cal State Fullerton students, the Disney Aspire program provides an opportunity to do just that.
So the Disney Aspire program is a partnership between Cal State Fullerton and Disney Aspire. Disney Aspire, or Disney, offers this program to its employees as a benefit, where they cover the cost of tuition and fees at schools that they have partnerships with.
For a student to become eligible for the program, they must first secure a job with Disney. Once that is accomplished, students will become eligible for Disney Aspire after 180 days of employment with the company.
Once they are eligible to apply, they'll apply to Guild, which is the third-party company that Disney contracts with. They will either approve or deny their application. Then they will need to apply to Cal State Fullerton if they're not currently a student.
Paradiso Alva states that although the program has been greatly successful and grown to nearly 1,000 CSUF students, there are still some caveats to Disney Aspire.
If the student is receiving other financial aid, grants, anything from FAFSA, other scholarships, things like that, Disney will only pay tuition and fees on top of that.
Cal State Fullerton students who utilize Disney Aspire can still get the same benefits for working at other Disneyland properties. What I mean by that is they don't have to work at only Disneyland and California Adventure. They can also work at any Disney properties on Downtown Disney like you see behind me, or at one of the 3 Disneyland hotels. For students interested in joining Disney Aspire, they can contact the CSUF Scholarships Office or visit their website. At Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, Joseph Bianchini, CSUF News.
Now we'll take it over to Caitlin Nelson to see what's trending in Hollywood.
Take it away, Caitlin.
Thank you, Andrea and Derek. Big news in Hollywood, Adele is stepping away from the concert stage and saying hello to the film industry. Global music star Adele is heading to Hollywood, set to make her debut in Tom Ford's new drama, Cry to Heaven. The movie adapts Anne Rice's 1982 novel, diving into the lavish and dark world of 18th century Italian opera. Adele will star alongside Nicholas Hoult and Aaron Taylor Johnson, making Ford's first return to filmmaking since 2016. Production begins early next year, with the film set for a late 2026 release. And today in music history, Michael Jackson has reached a milestone no other artist has ever achieved. The late king of pop, Michael Jackson, is topping the chart once again. His 1982 classic Thriller has made its way back into the Billboard Hot 100 Top 10, jumping from number 32 to number 10 on the latest chart. The climb makes Jackson the first artist with top 10 hits in 6 decades. From the 70s through the 2020s, more than a decade after his passing, Michael Jackson is still making chart history. That's all for the latest in entertainment. Now back to Derek and Andrea.
And that's our news for today. I'm Derek Shirola.
And I'm Andrea Monroy, and thanks for watching CSUF News.